What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. And we're gonna do Brewmaster Monk, but since we last tried the alpha, they've actually introduced new starting zones. So I wanted you guys to let me know, do you guys want me to start on Alliance or on Horde? Which one of the starting zones do you guys want to see, so I can start this brand new monk in that certain zone? Is there a preference of what you guys wanted to see? Do you guys want to see the troll capital? Horde? Demon Hunter says Horde. I think there's a few people here actually. Belfs can be monks. Belfs can be monks. That's 3 votes. Anyone else? Anyone else want to see a specific starting zone? What's up, Zeke? How you doing? Tyler also says Horde. Maybe Orc. Anyone else wanna vote, or is that it? I haven't done orcs yet either. Alright. Filthy Horde. And let's get a randomized, there it is. Randomized little orc here. Failure? They don't want us to play. Huh. They don't want us to create new tunes today. That's it. It really just says fail. Let's see if Alliance is the same thing. I guess it's Alliance. Can we do a troll monk? Oh, we can. All right, Horde City. No orcs. I guess not. They removed orcs from the game. I forgot to tell you guys. Thrall took them all with him. Alright. So I haven't played these new starting zones either. And one other thing to note is that the alpha has been having a lot of stability issues. I got on yesterday for a little bit on my Vengeance Demon Hunter on alpha, and there's quite a bit of drops, of disconnects, of, you know, the game just randomly dropping you. No wonder they're giving us, or yeah, because the green orcs, fell orcs are done, man. They went by with the Legion, you know, Burning Legion. That's it. Let's go. But yeah, the only other thing to note is that there are a lot of disconnects right now. I'm not quite sure why either. It does, like, they updated the version. In fact, they've already updated a few talents as well. It's so tough to get into Group C stage. You're gonna hop on Discord. You have, oh, for sure, man. This week is Quaking Raging. Raging Quaking Tyrannical. This week isn't that terrible. I got a key done on my Vengeance Demon Hunter. Raise his hand, you're a terrible person. Uh-oh. Are we just stuck in the loading screen, boss? Yeah, the biggest thing you're gonna face this week is Tyrannical, honestly, and that's mostly because on stuff like Dantalianax and Blackroot Hold, or even the first boss in Blackroot Hold, the Amalgam of Souls. Sometimes people don't know that they need to pop a defensive cooldown to survive that big burst, whether it's Shadow Bolt Volley. Oh, guys, Alpha's not looking too good. World server's down. You did an EOA plus 10? Nice. Or plus 19. Dang. I was just on, but not in the starting zones. And there has been quite a lot of stability issues. Huh. Let's see. Can we get on our alliance? You need to increase your rating to 2K to at least be considered for the 20s. Yeah, once I hit 2K rating, I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done here. We're good. Let's see if alliance works. Maybe they just don't want us to play Horde today. Maybe. Yeah, but in order to hit 2K rating, also you need to do at least like I think a plus 15 of every one, but you need to do it on time. So that's going to be the more difficult part, is doing a timed run for each one of these out on plus 15. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know. You're at 1870. Nice. Yeah, if you complete a few more plus 15s, what do you need, like Seat of the Triumvirate and Cathedral? Are those the ones that you're just like, I'm not gonna touch those? Yeah, Seat of the Triumvirate. This week, oh, Tyrannical can make Seat of the Triumvirate kind of difficult. But the other affixes aren't too bad with Seat of the Triumvirate. Once you do a Seat of the Triumvirate, you can get those extra 130 points that you need. You can break 2K with that. If you're going to be pushing a high Notharian's layer, you should do it on a week like this one instead of a week with Fortified, because Fortified Pelters are terrible, or a week with Teaming. You don't want Teaming Pelters either. Although Raging Pelters is going to be a thing for you, and you're going to have to be careful with that. But you might be able to take care of it as a tank. Like, you might be able to survive it and not have the group completely wipe when you can just survive all that damage. Guys, I don't know if we can even log in anymore. We might just have to completely miss this and just go straight for the rip keys today. You did a 14 Maw on the first boss, hits like a truck, but 18 Neltharion last boss doesn't hit hard. Yeah. Blizz canceled my alpha key. I was just on my warrior. All right, let's see. Let me restart things here. Let's see. You'll be in Discord later for sure, man. Yeah, the Notharion's last boss does hit very hard. And when we talk about Maw, the Neltharion's last boss doesn't hit as hard as something like Maw first boss. The Dark Slash is crazy how hard it hits. Oh, nice, Christian. Nice, man. Congrats. Moving is never fun. Never fun, man. He'll be running Antaurus with y'all. Yeah, and then there's fights like the last boss in Black Grew Cold. The first guy you fight, I forget his name, before Dantalian X comes out, That guy is more difficult than Dantalion X, because for Dantalion X, all you need to do is survive the first Shadow Bolt volley, and you're good. You get that buff, you can stay alive. But the first guy that comes out, he does a like a dark slash also or something like that, and it applies a debuff for you. And after like the third one, it really starts hurting. Rogue, why is the loading so long? I don't know, man. I've been having a lot of issues today with the alpha servers, but I was just on my warrior right before starting the live stream, and I was at least able to connect. It keeps saying that the world server is down. Then they do keep having a lot of connection issues. I logged in late last night and I kept getting booted. So if we can't do this, then we'll just not do this, and we'll hop over and do some keys. So I mean, hopefully we can get it working, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's gonna cooperate, which definitely sucks. I really wanted to play some Brewmaster. We'll give it one more shot on my warrior who is not logged into that new starting zone, and then we'll switch over if it doesn't work out. Probably updating the cat form for the Zandalar, maybe. Diablo 3 Season 13 stream. I still haven't gotten, I finished my season journey on my Demon Hunter, and I can do good damage now on my Demon Hunter, but I can't survive things on Diablo this season. I still need to build up a lot more toughness. Get a few more gems up there. My Kanai's cube is very empty. There's a lot of things I need to do on Diablo this season. Yeah, it looks like we might just need to hop over and just do the regular rip. Yeah, we're just going to do the regular Mythic plus rip keys. Alright, let me switch this over to my face. Give me a second. It'll be like a prehistoric kitty. And it's launching. I'm gonna have to change the title and the thumbnail of this stream. Alright. Nope. It's a little empty. Alright. Sorry guys. Looks like Alpha is not cooperating with us today, so let's just hop over, do some keys. Let me get on my warrior real quick. Multi-shot Demon Hunter is OP. Yeah, so I was looking at a lot of builds, Max, and that one particularly looks pretty damn good, man. Now I know why you're doing it. I saw a build of someone doing that. Alright, so I did change everything according to this stream, so hopefully people who are joining see that it's no longer alpha today because servers were not cooperating. FaceTime! This weekend, farm gear on my Demon Hunter. You cleared a Greater Rift 80. Nice, man. I have to see how high I cleared. Oh, actually, you can see the leaderboards. I forgot. I didn't push it too much. Bonding time. You guys got a little FaceTime. You bought Diablo and the Reaper add-on with WoW Gold. Haven't touched it yet. StarCraft Cooperation is different. Oh, nice. StarCraft is also a very fun game. I used to play that quite a bit when it first came out. Okay, I haven't done a dungeon on my warrior this week. I also need to pick up my weekly quest. Oh, I did. Okay. So let's see what we can find. Lower Kara. Lower Kara shouldn't be... Actually, Tyrannical. Tyrannical Morose is going to be something that's going to be difficult. The one thing I haven't bought for Diablo is the Necromancer add-on. I don't have Necromancers unlocked for Diablo, although they do look fun. But yeah, Necromancer is the one thing that I don't have. Oh, I also did get an upgrade for a ring this week in my weekly chest. So I've got this guy right here, a nice 960 ring. Still haven't hit that 960 cap here. The co-op is amazing, just wish they had a larger variety for the missions. Well, they have 2 expansions, right? Base game and 2 expansions. There isn't enough variety in all of that, or are you just doing a main game? Yeah, so I haven't done a key yet. No, I have not done a key yet. Oh, you got this on your monk too? Yeah, I got it this week. My haste requirement is going down as I keep using this old 4-piece and the new 2-piece. So that has been, the haste requirement has been going down. So mastery helps me with bigger ignore pains and stuff. To spam that DPS every 15 seconds. I didn't even macro it with anything. Just doing the co-op. Let's see who they pick up. They said they want to pick up an AoE person. We're doing Lower Kara, so we're gonna have Morose Tumen, Curator, and oh no, not Curator. Oh, Opera. Okay. And Opera this week is West Side Story or whatever it is, Westfall Story. All right, but this is a, I believe, a plus 16 key. Hopefully it goes well. Shouldn't be too bad. How is Prot Warrior self-healing in BFA without the wrist and ignore pain? It hurts, Burak. It hurts. It's not very good. Not gonna lie to you. While I'm questing in the alpha, when the servers are working, unlike now, when I am questing in the alpha, the only way for me to get any healing done is Victory Rush. So I have to wait to take things down in order to get Victory Rush. But I hope that they do a lot more changes. I mean, we're 7 months out, right? So it's hard to see how things are. But right now, the Prot Warrior, it needs some love. Right now, Shield Wall requires 35 Rage to get up. Your charge generates 15 Rage, and your Shield Slam also generates 15 Rage. So if you want to get Shield Block up, you need to charge, Shield Slam, and wait for a Devastator auto attack, and only then can you actually throw Shield Block on. Give me a second, I forgot to put on some music. Oh, let's do that. No flask or food, got it. Yeah, so right now Prot Warriors need a little bit more in terms of either maybe healing or our shield block needs to be extended. Our shield block is only a 4-second duration, and the cooldown is still 12 seconds per charge, so having close to 100% uptime is going to be a giant struggle. So right now there's definitely some changes that just need to be made. As far as how they address those changes, we've yet to see. Fingers crossed. We did a 15 Black Rook hold. Oh no. And Rage Mob hurt quite a bit. Yeah, man. Good thing you managed to live throughout the whole run. Yeah, I'm assuming like the mobs all the way at the end hurt you the most. The ones that require you to have active mitigation up. Alright, so we can do slightly bigger pulls if you feel comfortable that you can take the damage, and those guys behind me were almost down anyway, so at this point, let's throw some Neltharian's Fury out there, get some critical blocks out. Oh, I really miss Neltharian's Fury in the alpha, by the way. The alpha, it's like, I need something to guarantee a little bit of crit block. I need something to do a little bit of AoE pickup. I miss it so much. That's definitely one move that I definitely feel the impact of. The other thing is Warbringer, because it doesn't do an AoE stun in current alpha. Yeah, I'm frustrated that it doesn't do an AoE stun in current alpha. It makes bringing us so good for Mythic pluses, because we can do those AoE stuns that are not subject to diminishing returns, but currently they're gone. They're gone. They don't exist. You love your Prot Warrior, but it seems like we need more. I mean, for BFA, yes. I love my Prot Warrior too, but more and more I've been playing more and more of the other classes in BFA so far, and I see every other class is just way stronger, but we're still 7 months out, so right now, I imagine what they really did for BFA Alpha right now is they stripped our artifact weapons. They just took it away from us, and then they just want to see what's going on right now. So hopefully, Prot Warriors did get a lot of changes, and hopefully they revert some of them. But yeah, I feel you with, I love my Prot Warrior. I definitely love my Prot Warrior too. But going into BFA, I'm going to be leveling up 2 tanks. And that's going to be my Prot Warrior and a Vengeance Demon Hunter. Just in case. Just in case they really mess something up. But for the most part, most Blizzard balancing is normally okay. In terms of most classes can be viable. You want to see Fury? That's your jam. Once I'm able to log back in, I'll be doing DPS classes once I finish all of the tanking classes.
5, 4.
I don't know why that guy pulled early. We had somebody did a pull timer, and then somebody pulled at like 2. Alright, so it is Tyrannical this week, so stuff like this is going to last a little bit longer, hit a little bit harder, so you do have to be careful with these boss fights. I always think that Fortified is a much harder affix to deal with. I mean, Tyrannical is a much harder affix to deal with than Fortified. Just dealing with boss fights a little bit longer and having them hit you a little bit harder it just seems like that much more detrimental. Alright, so let's go in here. Let's take care of these guys. Hopefully those tight speakers get knocked out pretty damn soon. I don't want to stand right next to them just because the bubbles will catch you immediately. Alright, let's do a little bit of damage there. We've had some pretty good ignore pain uptime right now during this boss fight, so I'm not too worried about the rest of the damage going out because we've seen about the worst of it. someone is linking DPS. Oh, somebody's dead. I was like, why is somebody linking DPS meters? Because they're dead and want to show us important information in the middle of a fight. Important information. Look at all the damage I did, or didn't do, because I died. And that should be the boss fight right here. Let's take out Tony. 20 mil left. And there it is. Knocking him out. Plus 16. Done. We'll wait for the res, and then we'll keep going. You think Blizz might put a little more content even though it's so close to the end? There's really not much to do at the moment. Zeke, I sure hope so. What's up, Salazar? How you doing, man? I hope so. I've been saying it from the beginning that I want them to do a very small raid, like a Ruby Sanctum, maybe even like a Sunwell Plateau, like just another in-between raid. You know what I mean? Like not a tier raid. Not a tier raid, not a raid with a lot of like lore behind it. Just kind of something for us to do. Oh, sorry. I hit the mic, guys. Sorry. Maybe something like a TOV, you know, just like anywhere between 3 to 5 bosses of content to do. Doesn't have to be lore heavy. Doesn't have to do anything with the Burning Legion. It could just be we go over with Chromie. And she's like, hey, I was messing around in time and I found this thing and we need to go address it because it's crazy. And, you know, just something quick and easy. But yeah, I definitely agree that I want to see something in the last 6 or 7 months, because or else we're going to have another replay of WoD. You know, so far they've been pelting us with content. A ton of content. That doesn't mean that the last 6 months are allowed to be terrible, you know what I mean? Alright, so I'll do my AoE stun if I need to, if I see some of the portals going out, but I don't see any of them going out. Oh man, these guys are anxious. They're just picking stuff up for me. Alright, we don't have any of the Firelance portal girls, so I'll just go ahead and pick these girls up. I tried to get a charge off there, but I think one of them interrupted the one that I was targeting. But it's alright, we got it all down. Not bad. We got some good damage going out here. You guys see that that Ret Paladin here? He's doing almost 6 million. They're at like 5.8 or something like that. It's insane. You honestly think Blizz is going to keep Vengeance Demon Hunter doing that much damage? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't see why they would change Vengeance Demon Hunters in terms of their damage right now. I feel like them being a hero class, they're always gonna say no, they're supposed to do all of these amazing things. I mean, just look at DKs. DKs used to do really good on damage meters. They want me to really pull middle. They keep insisting that I do. DKs kept really doing a ton of damage when they first came out, and they were super tanky, and as of right now they're still, you know, somewhat quote-unquote favorites when you look at how they perform compared to other tanks. They have a lot of increased like abilities, increased mobility. They have some DPS increases. They have really good healing. So I think when we talk about hero classes, there's always this vision of class fantasy that makes them stronger than any other class. Let me just move my mic a little bit. Sorry, guys. All right, I won't be hitting the mic anymore. I apologize. But yeah, I definitely think that they're going to keep Demon Hunters very similar to how they are right now. And that's mostly because they want to keep that class fantasy alive, where people want to play Death Knights and people want to play Demon Hunters just because they're strong. They want the hero classes to feel strong always, so they're gonna keep that up. You learned about mouse over healing macros? Nice, man. Nice. There's a few add-ons that do that pretty well too. Hello from Corporate Overload Internet Camp. What's up, STL? How you doing, man? Alright, let's LOS pull this pack right here. And just like LOS pulling these guys, because in order to get them both at the same time, you normally have to stand pretty close to the threshold, and that means that sometimes you pull the room next to them. Sometimes. We can get most of this pull to run to us. That one guy to our left, that's the one who you can't get to go to you. Did we get another? Yep. Alright. Picked up all these guys right here. Our Ignore Pain uptime is doing pretty damn well. So for me, my average Ignore Pain, I believe, is 3.7 million right now. Although it could have changed with the upgrade I got earlier. It should be around 3.7 million. So anytime I start dipping below that cap, that's when I'll start hitting Ignore Pain again. And it depends. So if I have any other buffs like Dragon Skin, any kind of my Pantheon Trinket with extra verse or anything like that, that's when I can go above that cap. So you guys see right now 5.3 million. And the biggest thing that I've noticed on Prot Warriors is trying to maintain that uptime. So as long as I have Ignore Pain up, I'm not taking any damage at all. It's all going, well, 90% of it is going to my Ignore Pain, right? And then the extra 10% that does hit me, it's probably not that much, and if it is, my healing braces are going to take care of it. So I think the single most important thing you can do on a Prot Warrior is not waste your rage early. So my Pantheon Trinket is up right now, so my average Ignore Pain is probably going to be hitting, yeah, 5 mil right now. So for the next 3 seconds, if I dip below that, I can go ahead, and there was the end of it. So use my Ignore Pain right at the end of the Pantheon Trinket, and I was able to keep a decent uptime. So I'm not going to jump in for the Mass Repentance. I have Berserker Rage, goes ahead and just breaks it for me.
4,
Grid plus Click is heal win. I don't know which one Click is. I need to look into it. I use Grid. I like Grid a lot. But definitely going to be changing a lot in Battle for Azeroth, because even if they change a few other things with Prot Warriors, I don't think they're bringing back Ignore Pain to how it is now. There's no way, because even in Legion, they have nerfed Ignore Pain 3 times, I want to say, in the expansion. Ignore Pain has been nerfed quite a bit, so I really doubt that they'll be bringing it back in any capacity that we see nowadays. This run is going pretty good so far. We'll see how it goes with Morose. Morose this week is not a very friendly week. We have Baroness, who does Mana Drain, and we have Druger, who does the Annihilation or Armageddon. I forget what it's called. Giant you know, giant clap on the ground that just hits everyone. Alright, gotta take care of these guys right here. Uh-oh, somebody pulled a big guy. But right now when I heal on my Holy Paladin, I mostly just do grid. Don't use much of a mouse over macro or anything like that. Just do grid. I do have a few macros for healing because of the healing style that I do on my Holy Paladin, but they're nothing like a mouse over or anything like that. Oh no, our healer says he might have to step away. No, not right now. Not on this boss. We're almost made it. Alright, we are going to have one more servant. I saw him pat back out, so he should be patting back in. Let me go ahead and just pull this guy while we wait. I don't want to just waste time just waiting for anything. But I did see that the servant did go back in, so it's important that we do pick him up before we do Morose, because that servant is going to break my armor. There he is. There he is. I see him. Alright. This guy right here. Alright, now that we took care of this guy, then we'll pull him. Click allows you to bind any spell that you use onto grid. It's basically an easy mouse over add-on. Nice! I need to write that down. Hopefully we don't wipe. I hope so too. I hope so too. Both of the traps got picked up. So hopefully they CC Baroness and Druger. So there's Druger. Hopefully we get Baroness as well. Perfect. We have Crispin who's gonna come through, which is fine by me. We've got this Darish right here who is perfectly fine. No big deal on him. Alright, we've got Crispin out here now as well. There's a Will Breaker, so hopefully we get some dodges. So this one's going to be one of the harder ones. Here's another Will Breaker going out right there. Oh, it's going to hit our healer. Oh, no, it didn't. How come it didn't even go off? Alright, so let me pick up Druger with the Iron Whirlwind. Oh no. Oh no, some people are going down. How is everybody dying? Was it the Will Breaker? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, we got Baroness up. Nope, not a mana drain. Not here. That mana drain would instantly kill us if we let that go off. Mana drain, if you guys don't know, will drain all of your healer's mana in a matter of like 3 or 4 ticks. So if you can interrupt it, it's very important that you do. This guy, the hunter dies early and he loves linking meters. Alright, I think we got this. As long as we keep interrupts going out on Baroness, everyone else is, you know, fighting to stay alive. But hopefully we can get some more DPS. There's the mana drain again. Let's interrupt that. That's 100% what needs to be interrupted. Oh, our healer died. Unless he's got cloak. If he's got cloak, we're still good. Alright, Iron Whirlwind got out of here. Perfect. I don't know if anyone's going to be targeting Druger at all with the whole Iron Whirlwind thing. We have only melee alive at this point, so I don't... It's always going to go out to our healer. And I don't think anyone else is really going to be DPSing in that Iron Whirlwind. So yeah, he just keeps hopping over to our healer because he's the only ranged at this point. Trying to kill our healer. Our healer's dying, man. Our healer's got growth on him. Don't do this to him. This is hard enough. Nice. Tyrannical Morose down. After the mana is drained and your healer starts taking a crap ton of damage. Oh. I didn't know that. What's going on here? Oh, the guy, he likes to link what killed him. He'll link details. I'm not sure why. He'll just be like, this is how I died. Alright. We can safely go past this. The pat isn't anywhere around here. They wanted me to clear the middle in that opera stage, so I did, which is more than enough percentage of what we need. So we should be good. As far as how I'm going to be pulling this, we've got these 3 horses, and then we've got a big guy, a healer, over to my left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let us kind of handle these chargers first. And you see these guys are, oh, they're completely down. I am lagging. Alright, so there's a stable hand here. Let me just go ahead and Neltharian's layer that to pick everybody up. I'm going to keep focusing the stable hand because the worst thing you can have happen to you at this point is this healing going off right now. So I'm glad we interrupted that. And everything else can be taken care of relatively easily. And then I do want my Neltharian's Fury back for when I pull the blacksmith area. So I'm going to just keep clearing this area. And then I'll move over to the blacksmith. Alright, so let me get to the stable hand. Here he is. Healing touch. Let's interrupt that. Perfect. Now this pull does have multiple stable hands, so you do have to be a little bit more careful with that. But even then, nothing too bad. Let me start getting some stuns going out. So there's one stun. Let me get a second stun going, so hopefully we take them down relatively quickly after that. Here's one interrupt. I can't interrupt both of them. Oh, we got a nice Hammer of Justice on it. Alright, now my Neltharian's Fury is back. We can go to the blacksmith area and just knock that out. There was an add-on for that, for interrupting mana drain, or what are we talking about? I'm going to be pulling this whole thing, by the way. Alright. There's an Neltharian's Fury to pick everything up and to just interrupt those smashes, because those smashes do hurt. So, now that we've got everything in here, pop my Demo Shout, make sure everything is nice and doing less damage to me, and here it is. There's a few smashes going off. I'm going to go ahead and just turn around. Perfect. Perfect. Easy week, right? Okay, so my healer is at 87% mana. I can't do a pull timer, but let's just run. Oh, there it is.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I was going to say, let's just run in. So we are going to be soloing the Shared Suffering. And if the ghost is on me, I do want to tell them no. The ghost is on the healer, so healer can easily cleanse. Ooh, Mass Dispel. You don't want to Mass Dispel this, that debuff, by the way. Every time you dispel the wrong target, AoE damage gets sent out. So when you Mass Dispel, you dispel correctly once and dispel incorrectly 4 times. So that's why you don't want to do a Mass Dispel. Alright, there's a Shared Suffering. Let's go ahead and pop Shield Wall and Spell Reflect because we do have Tyrannical. So Tyrannical is going to make it hurt. Alright, we've got all these horses here. Gotta dodge all the things. And the ghost is on me. Nice. I think it was another mass dispel because some people took some big damage with that. So we've almost got shield wall back up. We've got another like 20 seconds. And the key is to have it back. So there it is. It's back now. So now I can take another one of these shared sufferings by myself. Melee stood in with me and it really just nuked them. Alright, we should be good though. We got the last 4 million here. There it is. We did it. +2 on a +16. Not too bad. We have 100% enemy forces? Yeah, we do. Even if you were him, you wouldn't link the damage meter. You almost... Oh, man. You're getting AT&T Fios. Yeah. Oh, no, it's AT&T. AT&T is called Uverse. You're getting the fiber optic solution, right? 100 or 1000? Wow. I hope so, man. Oh, and add-on tells you how much you died, how much damage you took. Yeah, he was linking that. Details. Alright, we didn't get anything. Let's get out of here. That was a good +16. It was good. Good heals. You had to yank a tank on a +12 when you were healing on a priest. Yank the tank. Why? He was wait, but what was he doing? Are we talking about the shared suffering thing? Or what did you have to yank the tank for? Alright, let's see. Let's do another dungeon here. Let's find another rip key. +15 HOV. HOV raging is gonna hit hard. So let's see if we can get in there. Oh, he was gonna die to shared suffering. You know, there's a lot of people that time their heroic leap to be able to avoid that shared suffering. But if you get even 1 second of lag or anything like that, it's gonna nuke you. It's just gonna destroy you because you're not ready for the hit. I find it a lot easier to just be ready for the hit. But yeah, there's a lot of people who try to time their heroic leap, and you can. Absolutely you can. But if you miss your timing by even like half a second, it destroys you. So I'd much rather just sit there and take the heat. I mean, sit there and take the hit, because with anger management, I can have my shield wall back up every single time. You saw Cathedral? Cathedral 11? I don't see anything Cathedral. It's at least 15. Just turning this quest in. I don't see anything that was Cathedral that was at least +15. I see a +9. +17 Darkheart. But he's got a long way to go to fill up that group. 17 HOV. Here we go. Eye level. Barney, my eye level is 959. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. And we're gonna do Brewmaster Monk, but since we last tried the alpha, they've actually introduced new starting zones. So I wanted you guys to let me know, do you guys want me to start on Alliance or on Horde? Which one of the starting zones do you guys want to see, so I can start this brand new monk in that certain zone? Is there a preference of what you guys wanted to see? Do you guys want to see the troll capital? Horde? Demon Hunter says Horde. I think there's a few people here actually. Belfs can be monks. Belfs can be monks. That's 3 votes. Anyone else? Anyone else want to see a specific starting zone? What's up, Zeke? I hope so, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. My bones are ready. I've been sharpening my elbows. Look at my spine. Look at this. I've been sharpening this sucker up for weeks now. My toes is ready. Look at that. There's a good separation between my leg and my knee. I mean, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I'm good to break the bones. What else do we need? Another DPS? We need another DPS. I need to check what my new ignore pain cap is. Let's see. Can we hit a few things? Yeah, there's the Falcosaurs over here. Then there's also the guys right before HOV. Alright, we've got... I don't think I'm going to hit 4 mil yet. Got a Pantheon Trinket proc. Alright, so that is the absolute cap. 3.9. 3.9 isn't bad. I'm almost at 4. Oh no, I've got something going on. Concordance. Let's get rid of that. Here it is. That's the cap. 3.9. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Almost a 4 million bubble on top of my HP all the time. Making me almost have 12 million HP. I feel like it's almost like armor in Overwatch. Refreshes really fast. It refreshes really fast. It can be applied at any time on top of however much HP you have. It's pretty constant. Alright, we got a whole group here. Let's get some summons going. That person's in a loading screen. There we go. HOV. They made me leads, so... And... Can we get the last person? Now we can. Alright. We're going to see how fun this is. Hopefully it's not too bad of a rip key. Trying to think of raging. The dragon raging is going to be terrible if we don't completely nuke it. And just tyrannical bosses. Odin, tyrannical is not going to be fun. Our DPS is, let's see. I think our DPS is a boomkin, hopefully, so we can get a ranged interrupt on the ad from Odin. Because if all we do is if the hunter misuses his silence on the Odin ad, and then we're done. Also, I did get the achievement hound recently, so manage to get this guy. Not too bad to get him, honestly. I think Coven is probably the worst fight for this guy. Alright, looks like everybody's here. Everybody's joining in. One of the to go get a flask. So, looks like thank you, Demon Hunter. Let's go ahead and re-up everything here. I'm pretty sure I repaired. Yeah. Oh, this is a healer. Okay. So our DPS is elemental. Cool. So we're gonna get two range interrupts. Let's do a ready check, and then we can start the dungeon. Everyone's ready. Let's do a pull timer. All right. HOV. No key. What? Oh, he wants the Demon Hunter to use meta. The timer ran down. He was like, no, he didn't use meta yet. Coven and Vari were the most troublesome. Vari, oh yeah, Vari was nobody has to get alone in the dark. Alright, plus 17 HOV. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a little bit faster because we can in these trash pulls. We can basically make up some time. Because these pulls aren't too bad. I can deal with this raging pull here. But when it comes to like the next pull, we may have a wipe on the next pull. Not gonna lie to you. That dragon is gonna put in work for the rest of it. Oh, we have a greater earth elemental. I was like, what taunted off me? Makes sense. Alright. Okay, so I've got most of these guys. The greater earth elementals over here is just slapping things and taunting things too. So I'm gonna pop shield wall right now, just because at this point it's important for me to stay alive through this Drake. One other thing I'm gonna just start doing is rotating a cooldown. Doesn't matter which one, as long as the Drake is alive, I can just go down at a moment's notice. Especially on raging right now, because he just hit that raging cap. There it is. And this is going to hurt. Okay, perfect. I don't need my cooldowns to stay alive through Himdall, so we are all set. Let's do a pull timer. So the guy's pretty far behind. Okay, we're good. Let's see how this goes. This boss is always the death of a pug. For some reason, Storm Breath always kills pugs. Is this a white fest? Not yet, Matt. Not yet. Don't call it like that. Alright, so we've got the first area is the top, and then we're gonna have the back. So I have plenty of time to run into this top area. Alright, we've already lost one person. That's not good. And I think they went down due to the whirlwind blade. That's what I'm pretty sure they went down to, because if I saw correctly, I mean they got B-res, but if I saw correctly, their body was in the middle, and the middle didn't get hit with a storm breath till the very end. So I'm pretty sure they went down to this lovely blade storm thing here. Alright, storm breath soon again. Let's see, what do we got? We got top, and hopefully we got bottom next. We do. It sure looks like it. So after top, I'm going to run over there We've got plenty of time. Alright, should be happening right around now in the middle. There it is. Nobody else went down that time. Alright, I think we're going to have one more. One more Storm Breath. Oh, we lost someone. Yeah, they got hit by the... You see that? They got hit by the lovely blade. Dancing blade is what it's called. I kept calling it Blade Storm. Alright, let's see. What do we got first? What do we got first? We got back first. So let me run all the way over there. And then it looks like we're going to get top right after. Actually, middle. Middle right after. So this might result in a death or two. Ooh, almost. Almost. Either way, it was going to be a quick move, whether I did middle to top or middle to bottom. But either way, it was going to have to be a quick dodge that we were going to have to do that time. We got lucky with the other ones, where we got them staggered in the way where we can kind of delay the movement. But we should be okay now. I don't think we're going to get another one. Oh, speaking of not getting another one, back first. There it is. Okay, we made it. And we've got one person rezzing and running back, so total pug kills 4. Since this guy's gonna run back right now, we're probably gonna go right. Yeah, he's not here yet. Guy's padding around right now, so let's just go ahead and go right. Alright. So the one thing that I noticed that happens a lot here is when you have something like a warlock or anything that really has a ranged pet, their pet starts attacking and they stay way back here. And that's when you start pulling this guy, the sentinel, is when people forget that their pets stay behind. Alright, I'm not expecting any CC, so let's just jump in here. One thing that I do want to do is interrupt that Holy Radiance. That's the most important thing to interrupt. Holy Radiance is just going to be doing a ton of damage and healing to the enemies. So that's one thing we for sure want to keep interrupted. Rune of Healing also does hurt. I mean, it's also detrimental, but you just move them out of it. There's a Holy Radiance. That Holy Radiance is definitely what you want to interrupt. Alright. Wasn't too bad. Where's the Sentinel? He's coming up. I'll pull him by himself since he does do a lot of very cool things. And then once he's closer to going down, then I can, you know, chain pull a little bit. But this week you can absolutely chain pull if you can handle the raging damage. At this point in Mythic Plus, I think we're all starting to feel the power creep of Antorus setting in, and everything's starting to get just a little bit easier. I see more and more people pugging plus 15s, plus 16s. So I think we're all starting to feel the power creep coming up, which is why I hope that they introduce at least one other thing. How cool would it be to do a plus 30 before the expansion ends? Get a plus 30 done right before the expansion ends. Doesn't matter too much, but you know, you get that feeling of getting it done. Good morning, Brendan. How you doing? Alright, we can move on. And these pulls, you do want to kind of let them drop. And this is the one pull you do not want to chain pull, because these shield maidens, do reduced armor on you. So as much as it seems like you want to chain pull them, trust me, you do not want to walk in somewhere with like 80% reduced armor. You're just going to be made out of paper and you're going to go down. So this is the one pull you want to have clear separation between. And you see this healing effects reduced, so it's like Immortal Strike and Armor Broken. Alright, I always try to do something to kind of get to this purifier just a little bit faster. Because this purifier, if he gets his cleansing flames off, it's just gonna really nuke somebody down. You gotta go, Zeke. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Zeke is gonna try to be doing some rip keys with any of you guys who are on the community Discord. So if you guys want to be running keys with people from the community, go ahead and join that community Discord. The link is in the description to this video. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and skip these guys. These guys give 0% enemy forces. That is why we skip them. They're just there to waste your time. I don't know why they still haven't, you know, fixed them and make them give at least like 2% or something. Top of the world, you got your first plus 20 Black Rook hold in time last night. Man, Brandon, that's pretty damn good, man. Pretty damn good, especially Black Rook hold. Black Rook hold is one of those where on a Tyrannical week you need to be on your game, because the first and the last boss can one-shot your group if they don't know what they're doing. So hats off to you, man. You were able to get that done, and that's a pretty difficult one to get done on a Tyrannical week. Alright, let's go ahead and keep clearing. I'll drag this guy all the way over here. Can interrupt that. Perfect. What's your Raider IO score sitting at now, Brendan? With stuff like that, with keys like a plus 20 Black Rook hold in time, what's your Raider IO score sitting at? Alright, we'll go ahead and interrupt that guy right there. Prot Warriors 2600, Brandon. Man. That's a lot of high keys, my friend. Black Rook hold user first 15 completed in time. Second boss was the hardest. Yeah, that's true. I forgot all about that second boss. That second boss, Fell Rush, is a killer. All right. Let's get this pull going. Trying the 21 Dark Heart ticket tonight. Is it a pre-made, Brandon, or was it a random pug?
3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we're going to be taking the Shield of Light right after this. So hopefully nobody's standing in the front of the tank with me. I mean in the front of the boss with the tank. So hopefully people kind of move out so that I can go ahead and take the Shield of Light. I see the... Oh man, the Hunter really freaked me out there. I had to do a quick little sidestep at the very end.
4, 3, 2.
So hopefully we don't have a repeat of that. And hopefully some people move. We'll see, we'll see. We might have to dodge people.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, Shield of Light is going to be coming up again right now. There it is. The healer was barely off to the side of that.
4, 3,
Oh, I got hit by the demon hunter. He ran the he ran the bolt to me. That hurt. Alright, we're gonna be taking the shield of light right after this too, so just gotta get back into position. Oh, 2 people have gone down, which is why they wanted to pride us here. It's important to always let that shield of light get you into position, because if you stay in one position for 2 phases, that's going to be a rip key easily. The amount of damage increase that he gets paired with Tyrannical and how high your key is already, it's just going to be a wipe. Alright, so hopefully, alright, nobody is directly behind me except for that hunter who just moved in there right now. And, you know, I don't know how he didn't get hit by that. I figured staying alive is a little more important than just keeping the one person alive. Rip, I know, man. I know. A lot of 18s in time need a better seat and lower. Have a little guild group. Nice. You guys are all sitting around the same rating. That's cool, man. That's cool. All right, let's see. Do you guys think we can do it? It's just me and 1 DPS now. What do you guys think? Can I do a plus 17 HOV Tyrannical? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. We've got 90 million HP left, which isn't terrible. That's about an Argus rare, right? If I remember correctly. I think it's about an Argus rare. This shaman with me is not going down. He's toughing it out with me, man. Alright, I'm gonna pop shield wall during this phase because this is really gonna be doing a ton of damage. I think we got this. 60 mil. Oh no, he died. It's just me now. It's just me. Oh, they said they said that I've got this. So they a lot of groups are always like, no, just wipe. Just wipe. This is terrible. Yeah, I think I can get this. It's not the best thing for time, but at this point we're down to 6%. I think the time that I would take getting down that 6% is the same time it would take running back and giving it a fresh try. So it's just very important that I get my shield wall, my spell reflect up for that, to always have that going. Here's Eye of the Storm. We can try to get this down. 15 mil. We should be fine.
4, 3, 2, 1. Run away, little girl. Run away.
8 million left. Too bad my battle cry just kind of came off cooldown.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, here it is. Got it. Got it, guys. No sweat. Too committed now? Yeah, man, we were down to like less than 10%. Had to do it. Shaman died a hero. Isn't this Volcanic? Yeah, did I put Quaking? I keep writing either one. I'm sorry, I did put Quaking. And I knew I made that error too, because when I was writing my script out for this week in Mythic Plus, I also wrote Quaking, and then I'm writing the description and I'm like, that's not right. And then yeah, sorry about that. I changed the description. Thank you for letting me know, Anthony. Holy Palin, Boomkin, Demon Hunter, Ret Pally, and yourself. Nice, man. That's actually a really good combination. It must suck for something like Grievous. Grievous and Bursting are probably really hard on your healer, but besides that, you should be good. Alright, so I want to face them all this way because of penetrating shot, and there it is. There's a penetrating shot, so I'm going to go ahead and sidestep that. It's actually got interrupted, so Want to make sure it keeps getting cast over here. There it is. He's down. Yeah, sorry, Anthony. I don't know why I keep confusing the two this week. It's my brain messing with me. Hold my beer. I got this, boss. Yeah, if the boss had been at like 50% or something, then I would have thought about it, and I would have been like, you know, we should probably just wipe and try to get it done. Etch is very important to get interrupted as well. But since we were down to like 10% or whatever, decided to push through it. Probably around the same time, to be honest. Last week you got a 19 HOV as your best. Your pally is amazing. Healed 14 burst. Only lost one person. Nice, man. Yeah, bursting is rough, man. I healed, I want to say 2 dungeons last week. I always like going this way more. I know that going through like the yak area is getting more and more popular as time goes on, but I find myself using that area less and less. It's just kind of weird how everything runs together. The yak can almost one-shot you if you're not careful. It'll one-shot your DPSers if they're not careful, for sure, like guaranteed. The trapper is not too bad. The trapper will just kind of put some things on there. See, just like that. No big deal. Just avoid that. We've got the marksman in the back there also trying to completely destroy me. But we've got this. As long as nobody steps on that. Oh. Alright. We're good. How's our healer doing? Perfect. I'll do a pull timer for the second half of this fight, not for this half. Beware the fortified yak. Dude. You're telling me a lot of people love doing that pull instead of this one. I find this one to be easier because I run in, I get aggro for like, I don't know, 4 globals, and then I just completely run away while the rest of my DPSers just hit something that's snared. You know, they just slowly nuke it as they run to the boss. But that yak, you know, you're trying to do that pull sometimes, and then every now and then someone will mess up when they're trying to mount up and jump over the edge, jump over that one little edge that they have to jump over. That person will mess up. Now you have the other pull that's on you, and you did the yak pull immediately before, so now you have, you know, twice as much time being used up getting all these things down. Sometimes while you're trying to kill the yak, someone gets bumped over to another yak, or someone accidentally cleaves the stag as well. No, that pull can, it's good, it saves time if everyone is on the same page, but that doesn't always happen. What do you use for my party frames? Can it also be moved? Yeah, the party frames are grid 2, and they can be moved, so I don't have them locked, so I can, you know, put them here. When I'm on my healer, I put them right above my weak auras right here. Actually, I have the Victory Rush weak aura, so I put them like right above. But yeah, they can be moved. But I did change how they look. So if you install Grid 2 right now, they're not going to look exactly like this. There's a few settings you have to change in terms of, I think it's called like border, spacing, and just a few little settings here and there. You've been in a group that wiped on him 3 times on his horn attack? Yeah. I just choose to not do that one anymore. But yeah, this is grid 2. I changed the spacing, so it's really hard to actually grab and move around. Because grid 2 looks very different. Like vanilla grid 2 looks very different than this. You didn't know if the penetrating shot could be sidestepped? Yeah, once he starts casting penetrating shot, he's just facing the same direction, so you just kind of move. Alright, here's a pull timer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, here we go. We got the ads up. I hate these ads on Necrotic Week. This dungeon, this boss on a Necrotic Week, if your group is a little bit lazy on taking down these ads, you're dead. As a tank, even just a little bit of laziness, like right now, that guy is still alive. No big deal right now, but if this was a Necrotic Week, I'd be at like 50 stacks right now. It would be terrible. So this boss on Necrotic, and I think is next week Necrotic? No, Teaming Explosive. Alright, so let me just go ahead and take down the ad too. There it is. Does it show HOTS if you're healing? Yeah, you can make it show HOTS if you're healing. You can make it show either the icon of the HOT or just a small little square in a certain area that's a certain color. So like, let's say you're playing a druid and you rejuve. Rejuve could be a square on the left hand side, and then your regrowth can be a square on the right hand side. But yeah, you can program it to show all the things. Like even right now, you see that it's showing a buff on me. I believe that's my Pantheon that triggered that. Oh no, it's not. Let's see. Is it my demo shout? Oh, it's my victory rush. Yeah, so it's showing little buffs here. I don't pay attention too much when I'm on my tank, so I don't know what all these are on default on my tank. I never set up anything here on this guy, but on my druid I did set it up at one point to show me life bloom, rejuve, regrowth, wild growth, and I believe second rejuve as well if I pick that up. But yeah, you can have it set like show the actual icon of the move or just a square in a certain area, which I think that helps out a little bit more. So what we'll do here is take these guys out. Let's see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick them all up. That Volcanic is going to hurt, but I'd much rather just pick up a little bit more threat and then go way back here so that they all just run to me over here. The marksman is going to have a fun time getting to me, and he can cast penetrating shot from like around the corner, by the way. He does have wall hacks. So there's the marksman. I see snapshot. We're gonna get penetrating shot pretty damn soon. There it is, penetrating shot. So now it's time to take this guy down because I baited his one penetrating shot. We're also going to have etch. Oh, okay, perfect. Alright, looks like we were having a hard time keeping everyone up there. We were having like etch and some volcanic go off. Okay, so we also do need to pull an extra group, right? We're going to have 86 here. We're going to have 88. And I believe the top is, actually the top is 12%, so I think we should be good. You run faster unmounted? Yeah, I always mess that up, Christian. I'm sorry. I used to do Fenrir first, and then I stopped and I just started doing Hyria first. But I used to do Fenrir first because you can mount up over there, and it's a little bit faster, but it seems like Hyria is a bigger group killer than Fenrir is, so I'd much rather go do Hyria first to see if it's going to be a rib key. But yeah, we should be good in terms of percentage points. I think right on the money. Because we got 88, and I believe every mob up here is 4%. Yep, every mob if here's 4% will be just fine. The big thing to watch out for in this pull is the two guys behind me. When you pull those last two guys together, they do sever. And sever is going to hit you really hard if you don't have active mitigation up. So what you really want to do is try to keep your active mitigation up, but in the empty spaces you have in between your active mitigation on that last pull, use a cooldown. I know this week is Tyrannical, so it's not going to be as crazy, but on a fortified week, they can just delete you if you have any gaps in your active mitigation, and that's when sever goes off. Not to mention interrupting the yells, which is also very important. Alright, there was a sever from this guy. So the last 30% is just going to be terrible with raging, with severs going off. It's not going to be fun. So I have my active mitigation up right now, and hopefully we can be there's one sever going off. I still had my active mitigation up, so I'm about to have active mitigation up again. Let me go ahead and pop something else for rage. I'm going to save my shield wall basically for the end. So here's my, let me interrupt that. My last stand is up right now, and right after my last stand, I am going to use my shield wall. There's the enrage, so time for some shield wall right now, because these guys are trying to murder me. And my shield wall did fall right now, so hopefully we can survive through the rest of this. One of them has been nuked down. We're about to get, let's see, sever. Okay, got my active mitigation up, so I'm good. Perfect. That pull on fortified can get really bad. How and why are people still playing this stupid game? I don't know, man. How and why are people still watching this game is the better question. I don't understand it. Alright, we gotta take care of this guy right now. After all this RP. They want to lust during this boss. That's interesting. As opposed to Odin. Oh, the one-shots. Yeah, those one-shots. They'll get you. Alright. So let's make sure we can try to do some sort of damage to him. I wish there was a way we could face him in a different direction. Because I always try to dance around him, try to change his positioning, and it just doesn't. He just does whatever he wants. Alright, so that flame is going to go down. Up next, all we have to do is survive one more. Oh no, they're almost going down. So as long as we survive one more Ragnarok. You always lust during Skovald? Yeah, I mean, I can tell why. A lot of people were going down to that. As long as your group knows the fight Odin is a joke. Normally, I have problems with Odin because that ad normally gets a caster 2 off. It just always happens to me. Where the interrupts just won't work out how they should, you know. Alright, let me go ahead and get an interrupt going here, because those flames were getting real close. Real close to my healer. So I might as well try to knock him out. Alright, so all we have to do is survive one more Ragnarok. We did lose someone. We don't have Lust, so our DPS is slowing down. Ragnarok is about to go out right now. Let's go ahead and get that up. This boss is fugly. Oh, alright, everybody stayed alive through that one. See this, like, if I could face him, this kind of weird DPS situation would never exist. Don't like it in Tyrannical? Doesn't seem like you're alone. A lot of people seem to hate this boss. Alright, I do have to come over here and pick this up. Yeah, that wasn't very good. There was not much I could do about that. Alright, let's make sure our Demon Hunter can do DPS. There's a Ragnarok shield. We have 4% left. Oh no, our healer went down. Healer's down, 1% left. We gotta get a res on our healer immediately, and get everybody else back up. The hunter released. Why? Why did the hunter release? We're gonna have to wait for the hunter. Hunter. We have 8 minutes left. At this point, all we can do is a +1. We lost the timer to a +2 30 seconds ago. But I mean, we've gotta wait for this guy. Is he like waiting for the pat? Oh, no. We've got 8 minutes, which means we have 1 attempt at Odin. Just 1. That's all we get. All we get is one attempt at Odin before we can rip this key. I don't know. I don't know if we can do this. They said we got this. Alright, team is positive. Let's get it done. I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. Alright, so Odin damage isn't too bad on a tank. The biggest thing you have to worry about is the orbs and the ad. And that's really it. So the ad is going to come up in a few seconds right now. And in terms of damage on the tanks, yeah, nothing too bad you have to worry about. So I'll go over here. Let's get another stun off on him. And I don't have a ranged interrupt, so there was the wind shear. I saw it go off. Beautiful. I'm about to get my pummel off. Alright, perfect. We had the perfect wind shear happen at that time. He let the rest of us handle the first interrupts, which is exactly the way it should be. So let me run through here. Let me pick up my symbol and just start DPSing. Come on. Let's get those 1 mil shield slams going. Look at that. Look at those shield slams. They look beautiful. Some more shield slams going off here. Come on, we got this. There's the ad right there. No orbs near him, so let's just try to take him out. I'll interrupt him and make him run a little bit. That was all I could do right there. Where's the wind shear? Perfect wind shear right there. So one other thing I can do is get my Warbringer off on him. Uh-oh. Alright, Shatter Spears is going to be, we're not in the best position, but I don't find Shatter Spears the most difficult thing to avoid. So, now we've got the yellow one, which I believe is way over there, and there was an orb in the way. It's just an orb in the way, so we've got to run all the way there. I was going to leap, but the orb was going to be underneath me, and leap works in mysterious ways. I'm still waiting for a physics paper on how leap works, because sometimes you can leap over things, and then sometimes you just get hit by them, even though you're 30 feet above them. Alright, where's the ad? We've got 1% left, so what I ideally want to do is take care of Odin. There it is. Perfect. Not a problem to take care of Odin. That was good. That was good. And we got something. We've got some 940 gloves. Is there another plate wearer here? There is no other plate wearer here. So let's just go back. Let's go back to Dalaran. Thank you. Grats for the Raider IO score. Actually, is that might be better for my current Raider IO score. I don't remember what my current HOV record was. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, I don't remember what my current HOV score was, but that was a what, plus 17? That might be better. Alright, so let's go ahead, leave party, or repair here. And then we can complete this quest too. Oh, we can also sell the new piece we got. I'm trying to see if it is better for my Raider IO score. Leap is based off of where you were when you start casting. If you're on the ground, it will treat you as if you were charging. If you jump first, just like you're in the air. Really? Christian, so when you're doing Heroic Coven, that is going to be my better HOV score. When you're doing Heroic Coven, you can leap over the walls of an Organon, but only if the walls is at the peak of your leap. So if the wall is anywhere near the beginning or the end of your leap, you're gonna get hit by it. So I thought it was just the highest point of your heroic leap is considered in the air and everything else is not. But I'm gonna have to try that out now. I'm gonna have to try jumping in the air and seeing if that counted as that. As long as I jump first, huh? I need to test that out, Christian. That sounds really interesting. You know what? That might be a good test on a sanguine week. That I think I can test it on a sanguine week a lot easier. I'm gonna write that down, Christian. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. That's interesting. I want to test it out. Alright, so we already did a Halls. Dark Art Thicket isn't going to be anything too bad. Let me see if I can get a 22 Cathedral? A 22 Cathedral? Tyrannical Cathedral at that? I don't know, guys. 23? It says, don't whisper me. Don't whisper me. No. I've noticed one thing. When you start an LFG group, there are quite a few people who, instead of applying, they'll just send you a whisper. And so instead of going through the regular application, they'll send you a whisper and then they'll go, "Yeah, I mean, I guess I can do it. Why don't you just send me an invite?" It just seems really weird trying to bypass the system. What's up, Brian? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, man. Hump day. Getting over the hump of the week. Going into the weekend. Also, guys, I do have bad news for you guys. Especially Christian and Brendan. There will be no Friday stream, unfortunately. Something did come up that I need to take care of IRL. So, unfortunately, that means that Friday stream won't be happening. We got invited to a 17 cathedral. I mean, we want rib keys, right? We want rib keys. So I'm sorry, no Friday live stream this week. I do have to take care of that. Very important. But I will have, I'll get something edited and something up on the channel. Thursday night, I'll set it to schedule and to upload on Friday, so you guys do still have some kind of content. So I will be providing content regardless. And then Brendan and Christian, I'm going to be reaching out to you guys so for your Patreon rewards. And Christian, you, since you are donating at the tier that you are on Patreon, you get to pick a video that I do a month. You get to pick the topic, man. So for next month, you get to tell me, I want you to do a video on X, Y, or Z. And I got to do it, man. So Christian, I know we've DM'd on Twitter in the past, so if you want to reach out to me on Twitter, you absolutely can, and just let me know what you'd like to do. Someone should take my place, like someone trying to get into streaming themselves. I know Katie has done some streaming as well. She does streaming. Are you trying to stream, Christian? Unfortunately, hosting is not a thing on YouTube Gaming, unfortunately. But if it was, you know, I'd host you guys. I've let you guys know anytime that Katie's gonna start streaming, when she is on here and she lets me know. So yeah, are you gonna start streaming, Christian? Wait, why is everybody asking what are we doing? We're doing a 17 cathedral. What? Everybody's so lost in this group. Oh, look, it says Cathedral is done because we killed Himdall, Huria, Fenrir, and God King Skovald. Good. Alright. Oh, so you might start doing streaming, Christian? Are you considering doing it on YouTube or on Twitch? But as part of your reward, man, you get to pick a video. If there's like something specific you want to see, I don't mind. Like if you want to see more of a breakdown of something Brat Warrior related, something more spell reflect, or what the cooldowns actually break down being like running this tier set. If you want me to do log analysis, if you want me to do some Demon Hunter stuff, some Brewmaster stuff, like anything, you get to pick it, man. You sure? It's part of your reward, man. And then Brendan, you get some classes with me, man. If you want me to teach you certain things, certain tanky things, then absolutely I need to hit you up so that we can do some runs. Demon Hunter stuff will be good. I'm getting better at Demon Hunter, man. I'm getting better. I ran a +10 this week. Last week was a +8. I still don't have any tier set. I still don't have I have one legendary on my Demon Hunter, but I need to get some tier set and I need to finish up a build on that Demon Hunter, because right now I'm just kind of a very generic build. But I know that once you start running a tier set, your meta comes off of cooldown a lot faster. You can do Searing Brand a lot faster. So I know there's a lot of things with that. Doorbell. People? There's people out there? I don't want people. You play this game too much to not know some tips and tricks. For sure, man. Alright, so plus 17. Yeah, no, it's not the 22. I didn't get invited. Or actually, I didn't let it time out, but I just kept finding any cathedral. There was a 22, a 21, and a 17. I just got invited into this one. A lot faster than the other one. I'd rather not sit around waiting for groups all day. But I feel like 17 is still really good when it comes to keys. Alright, let's see. And there it is.
Beware.
Doesn't stop you from watching others really enjoy the game and the community that comes along with it. That's good, man. I appreciate everything you've done for this channel as well, Christian. I really do. And yeah, this game has a way of having community. It used to have it a lot more. It used to come a lot more naturally, I think is what I'm trying to say, in terms of finding groups, because there was no summoning stones, and you were just kind of like stuck with people. Once you did find a group, there was a lot more sense of like, I'm stuck with these people, I guess is a way of putting it. But as time has gone on, they've made it easier and easier to find people, but it's still a group, it's still a game that really lends itself heavily to group play. Like, if you want to get most things done in this game, you probably need a group for it. So the building of communities comes a little bit easier in this game than some others. Like, I mean, even one of the more recent games that really blew up was Monster Hunter World, and I know some people that play it that have never met another person. They just kind of go on their own things, and I don't know. I like the interaction with other people. And if you guys ever feel like you need some more people to play with, then I urge you guys to start your own PUG groups. I definitely do, because me going into Legion, a big reason of me taking big breaks from World of Warcraft was like IRL people that I knew no longer played. So with the building of this community, with me going out there and living the PUG life every day, my friends list has grown more and more. So if you guys ever feel like you guys need more of a friends list, honestly, go out there and PUG. You're gonna have bad PUGs, you're gonna have rip keys, absolutely, 100%, but you're also gonna get the runs that are pretty damn cool. Like this last run that I did, the HOV, the healer requested me, and he said, I really like how you tank, maybe we can run some keys later. That healer was really good. So, you know, there's definitely ways that you guys can build your own friends list up. And running pugs is a grind, but it definitely gets it done. You like leaning as a tank but not forming groups? I mean, you guys see when we do the Friday runs, it's not too bad. It takes, even if there's not a lot of community guys on, a lot of the community members, a lot of you guys on, it still only takes like 15 minutes to form a group. It's not bad at all. You do miss those days because groups stay together to prevent another hour of /2 barking. Yeah, those days definitely had their own allure because you were more stuck with the people. That being said, back in those days, every now and then, I don't know, like I remember when I first started playing, I met a few people and I was like, man, we got dead mines done, and I was like, this group must be amazing. We did our first dungeon. And then once I started getting add-ons and stuff, I was like, oh no, look at these meters. I don't know who I'm here with. So once you learn more about the game, it definitely kind of starts painting a different picture. Alright, they want to pull these guys. I kept running up to them. Definitely starts painting a different picture. But you can always eventually find some people. Before Legion, my friends list went from like one other person playing Legion to most of my friends list nowadays plays WoW. A lot of it through Pugs. A lot of it through trying to do like AOTC Pugs. That's when you'll find some people that really want to push content with you, is when you start doing things like, hey, let's grind out AOTC. Those people that stay in those groups for 1 hour of wiping, 2 hours of wiping, trying to get that AOTC, I think that's where you find the quality of players. The quality of players that you probably want to play with. But if not, if you guys want an easier way of getting into it, there is the community Discord where I have let you guys know you guys can absolutely join and lead your groups. You guys can invite anyone else you guys want onto there and lead your own pug groups using that Discord group. For right now, there's not that many voice channels, but if there's a need for more, I will add more. But if you guys ever want to lead your own runs, you guys can 100% do it on the community Discord. And yeah, barking on /2 was not fun. I know a lot of people nowadays have /2 disabled. Trade chat is not what it used to be. Your friends list has gotten a bunch of Diablo, HOTS, and StarCraft players right now. You've accepted this. I don't know too many other people that play Heroes of the Storm. In fact, even when I played Heroes of the Storm, which was for, you know, a month or two, I didn't meet too many people to add or to do run or to play with or anything like that. I used to meet a lot more people playing Dota actually. All right, I'm not lead, so let's just go ahead and pull.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It is Tyrannical this week, so that means that all of these ads are going to have more HP. It means that the ad that he spawns underneath him is going to have more HP. It means that his Timber Smash is going to hit a lot harder too. So everything is just going to be doing a ton more damage. So I'm trying to pick up this guy right here. There's the Timber Smash. Like, this is all not good. I think we had 2 explosions go off there. We lost 2 people. We lost our 2 highest DPSers with these explosions. Well, we're actually, I just saw, we have 2 melee DPSers and 1 range one. And for a boss like this, that's really going to be doing a lot of damage to you. I've got this fixated guy on me. Oh, he's about to go off. There it is. He went off. Tyrannical. This is not gonna be fun. You played it for Graves. For Graves? Heroes of the Storm? I don't know what that means, man. I don't know what playing it for Graves means. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna be. Is there any counter that you don't use wrist legendary? Just feel like it's mandatory? No, wrist legendary is not mandatory. It helps because it scales with your HP. So the big thing about this guy, it heals you for 1% of your maximum HP every time you spend rage. I have a maximum of 140 rage, so every time I use a full rage bar, I heal 14% of my HP. That's huge. Because it doesn't matter how much HP I have, whether it's 3 million or 10 million or 50 million, it's 1% every time. But if you do not have the wrist, I would suggest running this ring right here and gloves. And if you don't have that, the Archimon trinket is also really good. It provides a really substantial bubble for you. trying to think of what else. The pants are also really, really, really good. The pants make it so you don't have a high haste rating. So the reason you want a high haste rating is for two reasons. You want to generate a ton of rage, and you also want 100% uptime on shield block. However, if you do not have the haste required, and you still want 100% uptime on shield block, you have to use those pants, the legendary pants. They have shield block charges on them. Besides that, yeah, I think that covers the better legendaries. I would suggest running ring and gloves if you do not have that. Pants are also really good, and so is trinket. But bracers are amazing because they scale with you. That's the huge thing about the bracers. Doesn't matter what tier you're in, they're always going to heal you for 1%. And right now, we generate so much rage. The amount of healing that they do is insane. Like on Fellhounds in Antorus, I typically go over 1 million healing per second. I normally do a little bit over 1 million. So, yeah, the amount of healing that they do is pretty crazy.
4, 3, 2.
Let me make sure this Succulent Lasher kind of sticks on me for a little bit. Let's get a few shield slams. Okay, perfect. Now we'll just keep him at a distance when he's casting. Just like right now. He was casting that. Better to stay at a distance because it hurts. Alright, so people are staying alive now. It seems like the Hunter is taking care of the ads a lot faster now than before. We'll see how this goes.
2, 1.
Want to make sure this guy sticks to me. Oh, there it is. We lost both of our melee DPS again. I've got a fixate ad running up to me right now. And one other thing blew up, and yeah, I got teleported back into the boss. And there it is. This is gonna be a rip key right here.
4, 3.
No way we can take down all the ads this next time. No way. There are the ads spawning right now. Oh, actually, that wasn't it. Alright. Can we really do this with 1 DPS down? We had 2 DPS down for a little bit. We B-res one of them. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. When are the next ads coming up? There. Nope. That's not it. Oh, are they glitching out? I see some ads over there that just aren't running to us. I think they might have glitched out at this point. And if they glitched out, I mean, that's an easy way of dealing with the ads. By not dealing with them, right? Oh, no, I went down. This is it. That's a rip. I think those are the ads. Look at that. They're not coming for us. See that? They got glitched out completely. It's weird. I've never seen those ads glitch out. The only reason we even made it to 24% on that boss was because 2 waves of ads didn't actually come for us. There it is. Some people left the group. Okay. Oh, the pet promotion. Oh, for great. I understand now. Okay. Yeah, they've also done like the mount promotion and stuff like that. Most of your friends are from Guild and BNet. Other real life friends play Dota. Heroes of the Storm, or used to play WoW. Yeah. Yeah, most of my RL friends no longer play WoW. They all different things. Dota. One of them is really stuck on Warframe, but he wants to get back into Diablo. Yeah, all sorts of things. Some of them just went to the console life, playing Switch. Alright. Alright, guys, give me 1 second. You guys heard that doorbell. That means that Amazon was here. So let me go pick that up, bring it inside. I'll be right back.
Is there a secret to being funny? Yes. Silence.
Rip key? Yes. No, I have to go get some packages that were delivered right now. Alright. That last one was a Rip key. Plus 17 Cathedral. And let me show you the legendaries I was talking about, by the way. So the other prot legendaries that are going to be really good for you are these gloves right here, increased damage and rage generated, and where are the pants? Oh, the pants are right here. Okay, I'm just carrying them. The legendary pants are also going to be really good. This belt is going to be doing pretty good. It depends on the belt though. You have to run anger management and booming voice. People were not prepared. No, they were not. And then the last thing is this trinket right here is also going to be really good as a prot legendary. So I mean, bracers are really good, and if you have bracers you should absolutely be running them, but there are some other choices if you'd like to. So you've done Warrior Injustice. Your Shadow Priest now has more legendaries. Ouch. Ouch. My Warrior... I don't think I have all the legendaries yet. I have all the prot legendaries, but I don't think I have them all yet. Like, I don't think I have this helmet. And yeah, I'm definitely missing maybe 2 or 3 legendaries. Not too many. Let's do another rib key. Let's see what else we can get. 14 seat. Don't suck. Let's see if we get hired for this. Alright. Alright. We're gonna do a 14 seat. We'll see how this goes. Is a 14 seat the highest? Yeah, the highest I've done before that is a 12. So if we get this done, Raider IO score can jump up. I'm at 2.2k right now. Let's see. Or is it? It hasn't recorded the HOV yet, has it? No, it has not. Okay. You wanted a challenge? People said go either Shadow or Pharaoh. Pharaoh seemed easy when you play it, so you switched to Shadow. Oh, you wanted a challenge in terms of DPS? Christian, it sounds to me like you need to go Survival Hunter and just become the best Survival Hunter on this planet. Let's see. Let me take a look at logs and see what the top Survival Hunter parsed for just Garathi. Let's see. All 3 of those classes seem very gear dependent. Let's do this. Not very many other people applying for this. We've got Hunter and working on leveling survival at the moment. Man, you really do want a challenge. Let's see. The top Survival Hunter on Garathi Heroic did 2.5 million with 971 item level. Let's see a more obtainable item level at like 950. Let's see. Let me change. 950 to 952. You would be at 1.8 million. There it is. As a 950 survival hunter, you should be at 1.8, 1.7, 1.6. Yeah, probably like 1.5 to 1.7 if you want to be at the top of the charts. Let's see what their Raider IO score is. That's not it. Raider IO survival. Oh no, they don't do too much. They don't do too much Mythic Plus. It's interesting. $2.7k. Here you go. This guy. Here you go, Christian. Gotta beat this guy. You want a challenge. Survival Hunter with a Mythic Plus score of almost 2.8k. You can get 970 by the end of the expansion. Shadow Priest is 960. Nice. Very nice. We're not getting any hits on this seat. Might have to queue up for something else. I have enough Argonite to roll on a trinket. Let's see. Oh no, not yet. 650. I thought it was 610. Yeah, I don't know if this key is gonna happen. Sure doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to queue up for something else. We'll give it another 2 minutes before we run another key. But how is Shadow Priest for you, Christian? Do you find it very challenging to do Shadow Priest? I haven't played Shadow Priest in a very long time. Last time I played Shadow Priest was Cataclysm, I want to say. I think so. I've got my old Shadow Priest somewhere. I think I started leveling him up again and then stopped. Oh, there it is. We got some people queuing up now. You're surprised people in Mythic Plus and Shadow's all about Void Form. You use every cooldown until you're about a quarter of the way to the bosses. Oh wow, okay. So you're really enjoying Shadow. Very short defensive cooldowns. It's interesting. 1.2 to 1.4 mil depending on movement. That's not bad, man. It's not bad on a class you're learning. Not at all. Yeah, I haven't played Shadow Priest in a very, very long time. I don't. Yeah, we gave it 2 minutes. Don't think this is gonna happen. So let's just let's try to find another group. Upper Kara plus 21. Vault 15. There's nothing special about this, and they don't even have a healer somehow. Probably just world questing while he was waiting for the group to fill up. Plus 20 Upper Kara. Let's see. Said I need a Raider IO of 3.3k. Nowhere near that. And is there anything else? I got declined from the plus 21 guys. Can't get in there. No gems yet. Have not been lucky with those upgrades. Yeah, and then once you start optimizing your secondary stats, it makes a huge difference. Burak, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Did you catch earlier what I was letting you know which legendaries were? I have them in my bags if you want me to show you exactly which legendaries are also good for Proud Warriors. There's only really a Dark Heart Thicket at this point. Trying to see if there's anything else. HOV, we've already done it. They've got another healer for that Kara run. Yeah, I don't see much else. Let's see if we can get into the 16 Blackroot Hold. We haven't done a Blackroot Hold. Is this a Blinktron? It is a Blinktron. This is how we get our legendaries. Right here. Ah, no legendaries. You know it's too early to discuss, but how is going Prot Palette and BFA? Oh, Prot Palette and BFA looks really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It is a little early, but I still think we need to look at the classes because, I mean, look, Blizzard is doing the WoW Q&As all the time now. And since this last one was about BFA, I think a lot of the chats, a lot of the conversations from here on out are all going to be about BFA. So I think it's important to see what's happening and to let them know if you don't like certain things, certain changes. But Prot Pally is looking very, very strong. Burak, let me get you a video. I did a Prot Pally breakdown, so you can take a look at that. Burak, if you want to give this a look, it is my breakdown of what is being changed with Prot Paladins and how they feel and everything like that. If you can get your haste to 45%, you read that they start melting things. You can solo normal, heroic, and sisters as a clothy. Nice. You want to be able to solo mythic as a cloth by BFA. That's a good goal, man. Never lucky with those packages. Yeah, I've actually gotten 2 legendaries from Blinkrons. You don't like the Light of the Protector nerf? It is a very huge nerf. I agree. But I mean, we're talking about something that currently in live, if you play it right, it can heal you like what, 80% of your HP? It can heal you like 80% of your HP, but you have to play it perfectly. You have to really know when to use it. If you're anything new to Prot Paladins, you have to use a weak aura to track when it's optimized, when it's best. But yeah, no problem, Burak. But right now in live, you use it, and at almost any moment, it heals you for 30 to 40% of your HP. So now you worry less about the optimal time to use it. Now it's not so much of, damn it, I wish I was getting hit. I wish I went down another 100k, another 200k, so I could optimize this just a little bit more. 97%. Oh, with the helm. Sure, with the helm, yeah. That helm makes it crazy. But right now in live, it heals 30 to 40% of your HP at any given moment, and you don't have to worry too much about when you use it. So paladins no longer have to play on this weird level of, I want to be as close to death as possible in order to optimize my move. I think that's a really awkward way to play a tank, to want to be low, to want to be damaged. Paladin Masterclass. Paladins are looking really, really strong in BFA so far. The changes to Shield of the Righteous are really good. 1 extra charge, more uptime, it's a 5-second duration, and you can activate it whenever. Those 3 things make it amazing. Prot Pally is just your favorite or second favorite tank. Prot Warrior and Paladin constantly fighting for the top spot. Yeah, Prot Paladin is like really good. Since my co-tank is a Prot Paladin, I don't see any benefit from bringing 2 Prot Paladins to the runs. So I'm not going to be doing Prot Paladin, but I'll be sticking with my Prot Warrior, and then my other class will probably be a Demon Hunter. And my co-tank is probably doing Paladin, and he's mentioned maybe Bear, or he might also want to do Demon Hunter, but yeah. It's a huge buff, which is nice, yes. What's up, Tulip? How you doing? There isn't. Yeah, no. There's no reason to have 2 paladins. You're just gonna mess yourself up with the forbearances. You're gonna be, you know, doing all sorts of funky things. The only benefit to bringing 2 paladins would be extra bops for the raid group and extra like blessing of sacrifice for when you're off tanking. You could help the main tank, but I can do that with my prot warrior by intervening. It's not the same, I understand, but you know, I can do it to a certain extent. You need to join my guild. You'll do monk. All right, let's see how this goes. Alright, gotta take care of all these guys, but most specifically, the counselor. I don't want him to, like, sacrifice soul, get his heal off, or anything like that, so there was a dark mending immediately interrupted by someone. Oh, also, one thing that I see in Demon Hunters that I really, really like, and I think they should add it to every class, not just Demon Hunters, is, as a Demon Hunter, when you interrupt, you get some of your resource back, right? So you get pain, and I think you get like 50 or 60 pain. I think if they added that to every single class, more people would be interrupting. They should add that incentive to interrupt to everyone. So, like when we talk about warriors, if you pummel, you get 40 or 50 rage. When we talk about rogues, you'll get some energy. I think they need to add that to every class so that there's an incentive to interrupt. And now all of a sudden, people in Mythic Pluses, people in your dungeon runs, whatever it is that you're doing, people are just going to want to interrupt. And the fact that only Demon Hunters get it is kind of silly. About Prot Warrior, yes, you have all the legendaries, but only time you don't use wrist is maybe Varamothra's fight. Yeah, it's true. The wrists are just that amazing. They just really are. For Vari, something else you can use that would really work out for you are pants. Pants with the extra charge of Spell Reflect would be really good because you can use Spell Reflect for almost every single Shadow Strike. In fact, if you run those 2 charges, you might be able to get it every single time. Every single time you need to pop that Spell Reflect, you'll have it up. Although I haven't tested it, but right now you can do a Spell Reflect every other fight. I mean every other Shadow Strike, so I don't see why having 2 wouldn't give you the option of doing it every single time. Let me charge stun that guy. No sacrifice soul here. Get out of here with that. Alright, this group is doing pretty good. DPS can be a little on the low side. That'd be great if that could go up, but heals and everything else is pretty good. You think the not dying should be good enough incentive to interrupt? You would think that, Nani. You would think that that's enough incentive, but it's not. There's not that many people that are out there interrupting all the time. I especially like if I heal or am doing DPS with a random tank. I don't see tanks do it too much. I think tanks are trying to focus a little bit more on staying alive, maybe doing whatever kind of weaving they're doing for their class, keeping active mitigation up. And I'm not saying it's right. Interrupting is always going to mitigate more damage than focusing on your rotation, just because the interrupt is going to stop like 3 to 4 million spell cast going off on you. But that added incentive would definitely help. And it isn't even like I'm asking to introduce something completely foreign to the game. There's already a tank class, the Vengeance Demon Hunter, that gets this. Why do no other classes get it? You know, like a lot of tanking classes have their active mitigation, they have their magic mitigation, they have all sorts of things, but only one of them gets resources from interrupting. Alright, let's see. We do have Tyrannical this week, so this can kill quite a few people. So we do have to be careful with this. I do have to try to get these guys as quickly as possible. And let me try to get a stun off. All right. Oh, one of them. Oh, okay. So he didn't get any buffs. So we are gonna pop Spell Reflect regardless to survive this. We lost one person. Not bad. Not bad at all. Which means that on Dantalianax, we might lose the same person. Because for monks, I believe in order to survive any of this stuff, you have to save Touch of Karma, I believe it's called, in order to survive any of those hits. That's the one cooldown you have as a DPS monk to survive. So hopefully, for Dantalianax, hopefully we get to Dantalianax. Hopefully we can get past that second boss. Second boss is a ton of damage going out all the time. You find that either everyone interrupts or no one. Yeah, that does happen. There doesn't seem to be that much of a middle ground. It's kind of like a explosive week. I find that either there's a DPS that's stomping out the explosives a lot faster than me, or there are no DPS doing explosives, which is going to be next week. So that's going to be fun. Explosive week is always a fun week. You're running out of food? You were... Running out of food IRL? You used to get 10% damage increase as Fury back in the day for the glyphs? Yeah. Glyph system. Rip the glyph system. They do need to bring back glyphs that actually do something. That'd be nice. I feel like we all got very used to glyphs. They just let us keep it for a few years and they said never mind, getting rid of it now. Because Demon Hunters are OP. They're a hero class. They're allowed to be OP, right? You start tanking poorly at the beginning of any X-Pack and by the end it's muscle memory. I agree. That's one of the things they just like to do that with every clash, right? They like to change rotations. They like to change how tanks work. They like to change how healing works. One of the things that was huge when it came to changing those things was tier sets. It would be like, hey, your new tier set requires you to use these 2 or 3 new abilities that you've never used as part of your rotation, but now you have to. And that, since that's kind of going away, hopefully in BFA we have a little bit more standardization when it comes... Oh no, I got taken down by the poison effect. Look at this. Taking for 5 mil, didn't get cleansed. I had like 15 stacks on me. You have Transcendence as well. Just need to live through the damage. Oh, these guys are still up. Pasta and rice, but nothing to go on either. It sounds like you do. It sounds like you have pasta and you're gonna do pasta with a little bit of rice confit sprinkled on top. Alright, we gotta take care of this guy right now too. So hopefully, although the cleanse won't be as necessary this time, because it's only gonna be like 4 or 5 stacks. Alright, I did get cleansed at that 4 stack. So that's good. Hero classes doesn't mean they get to be OP, and I understand that, but I think when they first design them, that's what in their heads they're like, no, these are hero classes. Because when DKs first came out, for a few months, DKs were insane. They were insane, and I'm talking about PvE and PvP. They not only had a ton of damage, they also wore plate. They could mitigate damage really well. You also had them have a B-res. As soon as they came out, they would res you as a ghoul. They could do that in arena for PvP. There was all sorts of things that they would do. And I agree that them being a hero class doesn't mean that they get to be overpowered. But when you talk about like the introduction of the DK was insane how powerful they were. But then you look at something like the introduction of the monk, which is not a hero class, and the monk was added and it was fine. It was, you know, stagger is still a bit of a crazy mechanic, but that doesn't mean that they're completely OP and completely imbalanced. DKs, when they first came out, used to top the DPS charts just because they were DKs. Obliterates and Howling Blasts were just crazy, crazy amounts of damage. We've got the ads there. I was going to try to pull this next pack, but I want this pat to go away. Alright, let's... Knife Dance. The Knife Dance is one of the worst things. When I play on my Demon Hunter tank, the thing that I miss the most is having a reliable stun. So when I see like a scout doing a Knife Dance, I wish I could, you know, get my charge stun going on my Demon Hunter. I think that's the biggest thing. And the Demon Hunters don't get that AoE stun that Havoc Demon Hunters get. It's the biggest thing I miss is the stun. People were horrible with Detox. What? You honestly want the challenge of the old talent system. Theory crafters make some unique builds that made some classes amazing. I agree, and I mean we are getting WoW Classic at least, but having more like choices definitely makes theory crafting a little bit more out there. Although I'll tell you what, Legion made it so that there's so many weird builds you can do with legendaries, your artifacts, and you combine that with Titan Forging and War Forging. Like if you, I'm sure there's a class out there that if they Titan Forge Emerald Nightmare, they're gonna perform crazy well. But you know, unfortunately, they left this room to build, but they ruined it by having things drop at like a 0.5% chance, 1% chance. I feel like rewards I should know where to go find this reward. If I want this piece of gear and that means that I have to run into Blackroot Hold 37 times until that 1% drop drops for me, that's okay. At least I know where it is. But the inability of being able to pick where your loot's gonna drop from because you don't know when it's gonna Warforge, Titan Forge, get a socket in it, get some leech. That's the part that kind of sucks to me. All right, we're gonna pick up all these guys right now. Shouldn't be too bad. They are gonna be raging at a certain point, but we'll be okay. So the biggest thing here is picking them all up. Now I have a bone breaking strike going out, I think to where most of the people are. Okay, so the biggest thing now that I picked them all up is not letting Knife Dance go off. And we do have this scout that I'm targeting because he is my biggest target because of Knife Dance. So once I see that Knife Dance start going out, it's very important for me to stun it because a raging Knife Dance is a rip key. Alright, the scout's about to go down. That's my biggest challenge right now. There it is. Everything else can just be handled very easily. The archers, they're just going to run around, try to shoot me. And the other guy, bone breaking strike, very easy to dodge. 5 DK runs, they were so fun. That's the kind of stuff that's like, it might be going a little overboard. An all DK run. Although New Era, to this day, does all tank runs, which seem very interesting. To be honest, DKs are still awesome. Yes, they are. But when this expansion launched, DKs were not awesome. They had one bad tier, and then they became amazing. I'm going to let a little bit of healing happen here. Alright, we're good. Alright, the bone breaking strike did go off there, so oh, there it is. Alright, so now I can just kind of run to the boss. Back when Frost was a tank, anybody could be a tank. All you need to do was go into Blood Presence. I used to tank as Unholy, I believe. Yeah, all you needed was Blood Presence and your defense rating. You loved your monk and mop, and then at the end of Siege they totally broke fist weaving and it's not been the same to play. I didn't play too much during WAD or during mop. Alright, let's pull this. Mop to me was all about my arms warrior. This warrior actually. Just PvP. Just being a BG hero. Doing my job as a BG hero. Alright, so we're about to get the Dark Rush right now. There it is. About to have Vengeful Shear, so I'll throw on my active mitigation to avoid the extra dot damage from that. And we lost one person already. That's not good. Alright, we are gonna have Vengeful Shear again. Alright, so I want to pick up both of these guys. I want to interrupt the Arcanist as much as I can because these Arcane Blitz do hurt. So what I'm going to do is just start getting stuns off. And the other guy is stuck doing a bone breaking, so let me do this here. Alright. And let me get them to face the other way so that everybody can kind of do some... Oh no. Why is that thing chasing me? Did somebody... Oh, somebody else died. That's what happened. Alright, so this is not going to end well. I really doubt we can get this done with 2 DPSers dead. We're about to have that Fell Rush go out. Wipe it, do it again. Alright. You don't want Classic, you want TBC? What made TBC better than Classic, in your opinion? That's not what I want. Okay. First time you tried to tank a dungeon, she went down faster than your Clothy Mage. Warriors were pretty bad at the beginning of Legion 2. Nuh-uh. Our Ignore Pain got nerfed twice as soon as Legion came out. Our Ignore Pain was way too strong. I did a lot of Mythic Plus and a lot of pugging Emerald Nightmare. I didn't have an issue with my Proud Warrior. It was a completely different build though. You would Vengeance Weave. You had Indomitable instead of Devastator. You also had Focus Rage. That's the one thing I didn't like. I didn't like Focus Rage. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was not a big fan of that. But Ignore Pain was insane. Ignore Pain was 99% of all damage done, of all damage taken was absorbed. Alright, let's see how this goes. When DK first came out, the Frost was a tank spec. You would just go different presences though. Blood Presence had different threat multipliers on it. Alright, I will lust on ads. Okay, let's get it done. Are they ready? Let's go. Sad thing that there was no warning. 1 week they were on the fire, the next day totally rubbish. Monks. Horde Druids. Fury was a garbage at the beginning of this expansion, or what beginning?
Run away, little girl. Run away.
All the tanking talents were under the Frost Tree. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to drag this guy out. Let's see. Come on. Alright. Oh no, why is this chasing me again? Why? Why?
Run away, little girl.
I-beam's on me again. Why? Why are you like this to me, Blizz? What did I do to you? We've lost... Oh, we already lost our healer. There's that. We lost a healer and a DPS already. Ugh. Wasn't ARMS garbage until TOS? It wasn't hot garbage. It was very, very RNG. Very RNG. To the point where when you were getting... I don't think this group is going to be able to do it, by the way. When you were getting really good procs, sometimes for some reason you would have these stretches of really good procs, and there were so many that you couldn't use them all, and then sometimes you would go on a drought and you weren't able to use any of it. But ARMS just felt slow. You had focused rage as well, and that was the build to go, and it just felt slow. You would just build up as much as you could for one big MS, and then you would stop and build up again, and you were just doing big MSs like once every, I don't know, like 15 seconds. It just didn't feel right. Oh, I'm talking about ARMS though. Fury was garbage at the beginning of Legion. Oh, okay. I didn't play Fury at the beginning. I've never been a big Fury person ever since they introduced Titan's Grip. I was very much a single-minded Fury person. Rip Undead, yeah. Hot news, you just got the Mage Tower appearance on your Pharaoh Druid. Nice, congrats. Congratulations to it. Alright, we'll give this another shot. Let's see if we can get this done. Alright, everybody's here. Everybody's ready. This guy needs to step up a little bit. Alright, he's ready. He stepped up. Let's do this. I do also really like pulling this boss back here to this corner so that the Fell Rush is off to the side. Because the Fell Rush is just a line drawn between a lot of the people in your group. So if you're all extremely spread out, then it could mean that you lose a lot of area. So if I'm all the way at the front, we're going to lose the area that I want to place the ads in. And so since I want that area for the ads, I want that area for DPSing the boss when we're in that air phase, I won't be standing in that area. Alright, let me interrupt. Oh, here it is. The Arcanist got interrupted by someone else, which is perfect. Let me get this charge going, and I'll get another charge going as well. And then we're going to have a bone breaking strike. So here it is. I'm going to get it to go that direction, so that it doesn't hit anyone who is trying to interrupt the Arcanist or take down the Arcanist. Alright, let me move this guy over here so people can hit him and cleave the boss. Okay. Everyone's alive. There's a brutal glaive on our healer way off in a corner by herself. Perfect. Alright, here's the Vengeful Shear and the Fell Rush. So it's going to go between me. There it is. So we did lose a little bit of area there. Let me go this way so we can all be on the same page now. So we're not going to have another Dark Rush for another few seconds. So when we do, I will start moving. Okay, so we got another like 5 or 6 seconds for the new Vengeful Rush. Let me move over here to this corner, lose less area. So here's the Dark Rush. This angle is great. Dark Rush is about to go out. There it is. We lost our healer and 1 DPS, and we're about to lose a third one. Third DPS is down to like 2 HP. Alright, there's a Vengeful Shear. A Brutal Glaive on me. It's going to automatically cleave to the melee. Yeah, I'm the last one alive. And he should be having his air phase soon. So, I mean, let's see. I don't think we can do this. This is definitely a more difficult boss to do. gonna start getting all sorts of bleed effects and yeah, no, this is not gonna happen. Eye beams at the same time as everything else that needs to be done. Oh man, and the sneezing. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. You almost dropped yours. There was a lot of rage and shouting at the PC screen while you were attempting it. That's the only way to get the mage tower done. That's why I had to take a break from mage tower for a little bit. I wiped at 4% once after about 30 attempts, and I was like, I need a break. I need a break. And this is too much for me. Still haven't been able to complete it on your Fire Mage. I'm sure you'll get it done, man. Rip, rip, rip. This is what's happening, guys. Rip key. Rip key is here. I'm very surprised that no one has left the group yet. That's what I will say. I'm very surprised. How close were we that time? We were 23%. 23% on our best attempt. Do you smell what the Rip Key gods are cooking? Era, we were talking about you, man. We were talking about you not that long ago. Somebody mentioned earlier how you could do all DK runs. And I mentioned that you still to this day do all tank runs. When is the first all tank heroic Antorus being done? Pasta. Probably not mage. Gets no love from me. Find them so boring. I like fire mages. I haven't played too many of the other ones endgame in a very... I've never done arcane endgame. I've done frost, I've done fire, and I like fire. I've never been huge on frost in PvE, but I know that right now that they do really, really, really well. Alright, everybody seems ready. Let's get another rip going. Let's see how this goes.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Alright, we're about to get the Dark Rush. It is going off on this person right here. They did pop a defensive stance. Perfect. They survived that. They survived that really, really well.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Alright, let's see. Let's see. About to get this other... No. I was going to say we were getting another Vengeful Shear, but we did not. Alright. Let me get this Arcanist over here in this corner. Let me interrupt. And then I'll start getting my stuns going. Especially after that Bone Breaking Strike lands. Let's get this stun going. Come on. There it is. And I can get another stun going. Alright, the Bone Breaking Strike. I want it to have one more Bone Breaking Strike in the other direction before I run it over to the boss to cleave. There it is. Perfect. Now we can cleave both safely. Oh, we lost one person already. How did we lose a person? Trying to see where they died. Oh, Brutal Glaive maybe? Because that's a melee that died off in a corner. Maybe I-Beam, maybe Brutal Glaive. I don't know.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
There's a Fell Rush. One more person down. Not looking too good. Brutal Glaive on the healer. And on me, actually. Yeah, this I don't know. I don't know about this, guys.
Run away, little girl.
There's a Vengeful Shear. Dark Rush on me and the healer. So let me move this way to try to maximize the rest of our space that we're gonna have.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Oh, our healer went down to that. That sucks. Yeah, it looks like this is as good as it's gonna get, guys. Unless our healer is running cloak and it's just gonna pop back up right now. There's also that. Brutal glaive on me. It's gonna bounce to the DPSer. Hopefully not. I don't think it did. Okay, I think oh wait, maybe. Yeah, they're taking damage. Oh, I took the brutal glaive because the only other person it can hit besides my healer is the melee. So the brutal glaive is gonna start bouncing around in situations we don't want it to. Why? Yeah. Oh, I-beams on me. Yeah, this isn't gonna end well. Let me try to get an interrupt, get him out of there. But I don't think I can out-heal this. Try to interrupt that blitz. No, I don't have any more charge stuns. Come on, there it was. It just got back right now. I mean, we've got, what, 27% to go. Brutal glaive just landed on both of us. It's going to be tough. There's the fell rush right now. Brutal glaive just went out on me. Probably bounced to him. He was very close. Yeah, I did. He's trying his best to survive. Shield, or he's in defensive stance. He's just trying to stay alive at this point.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
We're both just bleeding out slowly. It says I'm standing on a fell rush and I don't see it. There it is.
Run away, little girl.
I mean, that DPSer survived a lot. A lot. We can give this a shot. We're at 8% though. We're at 8%. I don't know about this. Brutal glaive. If he goes up into the air, it's going to make it that much more difficult right now.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
This will be the first time that I've been able to complete this in a group that I don't know, man. It was getting real tough. Alright, he went up into the air. That means I just have to try to focus him down. There's not enough time to do all this other stuff. Oh no. Oh no, the I-beams. Okay. I have to run around a little bit while the I-beams go out. Okay. I've got this. Just pop shield wall and just try to survive. Eat as much ignore pain as I can. Okay. Okay. I don't have that much more mitigation left. Nope. Nope. There was so much fell rush on there. Oh man. That was a wipe at, I was at 1%. If I had gotten my battle cry back, I would have gotten back in with battle cry, but didn't come back up. What item level is my DK? I don't remember. I did another. Oh, okay, there it is. Somebody said that they're leaving. That's a rip key. That's a rip key. Yeah, I don't remember the item level of my DK. I did do a dungeon this past week, a Mythic Plus. I need to go collect the rewards from it. Fun story, when you made your DK and you still had the talent trees. Oh, your mage, you were an arcane fire mage. You were a Pompyro? You were a Pompyro mage? Whoops, whoops, a little too much. Alright guys, that was a rip key. Let's do the giveaway. We'll do the giveaway right now. That's why you don't mess with Demon Hunter. Something tells me that the two of these DPSs bought 15 keys. Yeah, one of them couldn't break 1 million at all. Like, that's the way it goes sometimes. Let me make sure the giveaway is set correctly. Alright, started the raffle. Let me log in to this guy. So close. It was. If I would have had my battle cry back up, but I wasn't eating and generating that much rage, and the arcane blitz. I mean, you guys know the arcane blitz hits hard as hell. So as much as like I have spell reflect, and then I had a few charge go off, a few charge stories. I mean, a few charges go off, and my pummel there. That was it. Once that ran out, that was it. If I was a prop paladin, it would have been a cakewalk. Just bubble, live through it all. IDM, you can absolutely enter the giveaway. You have more than enough currency. And I'll get the pets right now, but if you guys ever want to see an active list of the pets that you guys can get from this giveaway, you can join the community Discord, and there is a channel there called Giveaway Inventory. You guys can see what there is to give away. There's also going to be a mount coming up. There's a mount that Epic Forever, who you guys know from the chat, has donated. So if you guys want a chance to win that mount, you guys will have to stay tuned. That's not for today. That'll have to be for another day. And the only thing is, you have to create a character on that realm, since I can't, you know, transfer mounts. And then in order for you to be able to use that mount, you have to level to 40. So a few things that have to be done. But if you guys want a mount that's worth a pretty penny, stay tuned. Stay tuned for that one. If you guys were just here for the Rip Keys, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you guys coming in here. Noni, thank you for the subscription. I hope you are enjoying the content. And Botanica, I hope you are enjoying the content as well, and thank you for the subscription. If you guys like the content, tune in. We do have live streams twice a week, except for this week. I do have some IRL stuff I have to get to, so Friday, unfortunately, will not be a live stream, but there's some very important things I have to get done. But we'll be back. We'll be back next week with Wednesday and Friday live streams. We're going to have a video going up to the channel regardless on Friday, so you guys can take a look at that. And if you guys were here for the alpha footage in the very beginning, I'm sorry. The alpha servers were crashing a lot as of last night and this morning, and when I tried to log in again, it just wasn't working. So unfortunately, couldn't do anything with an alpha stream for Brewmaster Monks. So that'll be next week. Hopefully the alpha servers are playing nice again. Buying US Warcraft, yeah, we're gonna have there's a mount. I don't want to give it away yet, but there's a mount that's worth a pretty penny coming up. Have not, Era, have not. Hopefully you'll dug yourself out of the snow and found some food by next week. Snowing where you are right now? Hi, tuned in for the end of the stream. Shari, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Shout out to all of the patrons. We've got a few people who are really high up there. Christian is a huge portion of the patronage, and Brendan, also shout out to you. I'm gonna get in contact with you guys to give you guys the rest of your Patreon perks. And as far as the other patron perks, I will have your patron first look videos. You guys already got a few of the alpha ones early. I'm gonna do the other ones this next week, so you guys can get those early, and then we'll have the Patreon show and the vote for the next month. That'll be coming up as well for your patrons. Sponsors of the channel, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for sponsoring the live stream and always stopping by, being active in the chat. I really do appreciate it. For now, we've got all these pets to give away. I need to go grind out a few more of them as well. Christian is the godfather of Patreon. Christian is sponsoring Patreon to also give enough to have a WoW token giveaway every month. So all of the WoW token giveaways for the past like 4 months, I think, have been sponsored by Christian, and they are going to continue to be sponsored by Christian. Like he's completely taken that on himself, and he said, I like the community, I like what you do, I want to be, you know, I want this giveaway to continue. So he is the reason why that giveaway has continued in the way that it has. All hail Christian. Absolutely, absolutely. Demon Hunter, you won the giveaway, man. Demon Hunter, are you able to log on right now? Are you able to log in and head over to the Orc starting zone? That was a quick 5-minute countdown. We did have a few good rib keys today, and a few other dungeons that actually went along really well. But Blackroot Hold, Cathedral, were those the only rib keys? I think so. I think it was just Cathedral and Blackroot Hold that bested us today. Sure. All right, Demon Hunter. I will meet you in the Orc starting zone. Terralion, Demon Hunter. Terralion. What was that guy's name? Gnomes are noms? Nice! I don't know who that is, but gnomes are noms. But again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Or else I'd be one crazy guy talking to a camera this whole time, looking like this orc. Just pretending to do my best orc voice. Work, work. Ah! Poor gnomes. But if you guys would like to participate in the giveaways every week, all of these pets are worth a few hundred gold to a few thousand gold. We've got a few here that hit that 10k gold cap. Here's 6.7, 10k. There's been a few pets that actually hit over 20,000. Just talking to myself, that's exactly what it would be. Without you guys, it would just be me talking to myself. We're building a good community here, and I really appreciate every one of you guys. I know a lot of times we get all sorts of new people coming in to certain videos with comments, and with the alpha content coming out, we are getting a lot of new eyes on it, and I appreciate you guys going in that comment section and helping these guys out. So every now and then I'll see a comment, it gets pinged to my phone, and before I can even get to my PC and get an adequate response going, one of you guys already jumped in there and let them know, hey, this video has already been done, hey, this is actually what happens in this channel. You guys jump in there and let them all know, so I really do appreciate it. Be afraid. Be afraid. Add a few to the pet list. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Have I done an Argus guide? Not yet, Tulip. So I have the audio edited, I have the video edited, but it's still 7 minutes long. So I started cutting it and I started getting the edit going. But anything that's like 7 to 10 minutes where I have to do arrows pointing at certain things, I have a lot of text going over it. It just you know, takes a little bit longer. So not yet, Tulip, but next week. Next week. Your name is Smork. Is this you? No. Smork. I did a /who Smork. Unless you're still on the loading screen. Yeah, I'd imagine you're still on the loading screen. I think I have some new heirlooms as well. Or I can get a different look going. Oh, hey. That's... Let's not do that. Let's not wear that. Wrong server? Oh. Yeah, Tyrannical, man. Tyrannical. Did you log into the wrong one? But yeah, Tulip, still working on it. Smork! I see you. Oh, there it is. I was about to invite you too. Alright, so let me link all this stuff to you. Yeah, as much as like, you know, I mean, you guys know the type of guides I make. I try to make them as short as possible, and most of the Argus guides I've seen are about 20 to 30 minutes long. So I was able to cut it down to 7 minutes, but that's still a lot of stuff that needs to be broken down. It's just, it's 4 unique phases, four different things you need to do, certain ads you need to worry about, but I'm working on it, getting it all cut up. I'm trying to get that alpha content out as well. So this has been a lot of editing, a lot of rendering. And then you've done whole line tours. You won't do them now without your guides. I'll get it to you, Tulip. Don't worry about it. Now I'm your go-to. Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate that. Alright, he's picking Zondalari Ankle Breaker. Which one's that one? Aha! Here you go. That is all yours. Let me also update the community Discord to no longer include this little guy. Alright. Thank you guys for stopping by. Demon Hunter, get in here and dance. Break it down with me. No pressure. I'll get it done next week. I'm getting a few other things done this week, and then gonna get to that. Alright guys, thank you for stopping by. Again, I appreciate it. And once again, I regret to inform you, there won't be a live stream this Friday. Unfortunately, have some other IRL things that are very important I have to tend to. But next week, we'll see you guys again with a live stream. And that'll be Wednesday the 7th. But I'm going to have some edited content for you guys on Friday. So tomorrow and Friday, you guys will get some more edited content. So thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you then. Rip Keys, the Rip Gods are a piece today. So go out there, get your loot. This week, not too bad. Not too bad. Raging, the hardest thing you're going to deal with this week is Tyrannical. So pick a dungeon with easier bosses. And once you get your loot, you can do a little orc dance like this. Alright guys, see you next week.